And moments ago, the national anthem and the mental preparation for the game ahead. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke.
Jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Zero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they will, stay pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavs. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the three ball.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And the basket by Harris.
And Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
Something else I'd say is that he loves those catch-and-shoot situations, Steve. When he receives the pass in space, it's right away looking to shoot.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Full 24-second shot clock. Hardaway with the steal. And so just over a minute and a half played. Irving against Harden. Here's Patopico. The shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Bullock passes to Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got himself on the board with three there.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Harris gets the screen from Tucker. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to Irving. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Another three for Dallas.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
They set the pick. It's Harden with the drive. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but he had a slow start in his rookie season. And playing with two of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans and no part certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player, his image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve. He's got the fake Harden beard up there right next to us. I mean, geez.
Here's the beard.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris, pocket forward, goes back up. He lays it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now, here is Irving. Left side Hardaway. It's stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. He's got the ball, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. That's blocked.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Deflected. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good. Irving's got 5 now. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well.
You know, the Mavs, like many teams, are always aware of who the free agents are that might help them become better. And prior to last season, they made sure they got their finances in order to make a run at Darren Williams to bring him home to Texas. Didn't work out, but they did the same thing this last offseason.
The shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. And the 76ers with possession. Tucker dishes to Harden. There's a good screen. The floater is rebounded by Dallas. And for the Mavs, they know that in order for them to remain competitive and not go through a traditional rebuilding phase where they're going to finish at the bottom for a few years, they're going to have to lure some free agents.
And one way or another, their top brass has always made sure that they would be able to move contracts around and make an offer to whatever big-name player was out there. But think about it, the last 2 years they had unlimited cap room, unable to lure that big free agent fish to Dallas.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Dallas usually does well against the Eastern Conference, and even in a year when they were struggling, that still was the case. The Mavs posted a 500 or better record against every division in the Eastern Conference.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Tries to save it, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
They double him with Irving. Feeds to House. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Dallas did finish 41 up and 41 down in the year with 17 of those wins coming Steve against the East. Not a bad mark for him.
And you'll remember last season, it was in March when the Mavs started gaining a lot of ground and kind of put themselves into playoff contention. And a lot of those wins that month came against Eastern Conference teams.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure with the defensive end guys and have piled up the steals in the early going.
We've also seen them do a great job of not letting easy shots go into the paint. A good amount of blocks for this team so far today.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them. Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
And George with the pick. Outside of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. The kick out to Irving. Back to Holiday. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Number 1, defended by House. Shot clock at 5. Irving. Pays off as they finally hit a shot. Irving's got 7 points.
The lead changes hands once again. There's been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
So guys, it might surprise you that when James Harden was back in college at Arizona State, he had an influence you might not guess. Former NBA player and coach Doug Collins, who often visited Phoenix. Harden said, quote, "He taught me a lot. He mentored me. He told me I had to have a motor. I was nonchalant, just sort of chill. My sophomore year, the reason I came back to college was to learn to build my motor up. He was the reason for that. Guys, always great to have that kind of guidance along the way."
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris.
He's really dedicated himself, and we've seen the results on the court.
Dallas making a switch here. The 76ers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And George kicks to House. 4 on the shot clock. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Green, the screen. There's the triple. Rebounded by House. Morris passes to McGee. Green. McGee sets the pick for Green. He lines it up. And a slam dunk by McGee.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And here are the 76ers now. After the made shot from McGee, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. He dishes it to George. Fires the three. Gets it to go. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Green, no up.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. The one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Outside, Green. Right side, Green. And there's the feed to Morris. Clock at 6. Outside, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that during 23-18 here last season.
Maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Here's Potopico. The jump from the free throw line is good. He's got 7.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Milton. And he banks in the lane.
But he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Mavericks trailed by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
There's the pass to Morris. Here's Here's Potapico. It's the bucket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Timeout called the 76ers.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
Mavericks making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Pretty, but the finish, I thought, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and the angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish.
Pass to McGee. And it was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. And back to the Mavs. Definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision-makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the, let's say, the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
That's good. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Potapico. Hit from 12.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Irving. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. There's the bucket. Good. The 76ers leading by 5. Number 22. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Leaps for it. Stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris dishes to Tucker. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Dallas calls timeout. Mavericks trailed by 7. Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Guarded by Harden. Irving gets the foul. Passes it to Bullock. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Irving drives in. And it's rejected.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
They get it back. Change shot. And Harden. And a nice bucket inside. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead for Dallas. They've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. It's rebounded by Tucker.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Now, here is Harden. Terrific design on the pick. He lays it in. Harden's got 8 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there. I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Cleaves, defended by Bullock. Here's Cleaves. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Bullock. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Irving attacking. Can't get it to go.
Even giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Now, presented by Sprint. Welcome to the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back as we see the bronze statue of William Penn atop the Philadelphia City Hall.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year, the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Knocked away. 0. By Hardaway. Irving against Harden. And Irving backs in. Looking to get it going. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Mavs. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West Park, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the Cavs. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been?
Well, 12-18 isn't actually that bad, considering the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank.
Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Dallas making a switch here. Clavera's checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That's good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Harden kicks to Harris. Here's Cleves. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
He knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Potapico. And that one's good. He's got 13.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
A 3-ball. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Irving attacking. Rejection by Harden.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
On the wing, Harden. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Potapico. Here's Tucker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shots good. And the 76ers lead by 11.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Irving drives in. And it's blocked by Harden. Touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Harden. Knocks it loose. Wood passes it to Hardaway. Now the 76ers on the break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Mavericks trailed by 15. Irving drives in, and there's the rejection. And he gets it back. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
See, the other thing is he's really an extremely skilled ball handler, too. He's got a little flash and dash to his game, that's for sure.
Claver. The kick out to Irving. From outside the arc. Another three for Dallas.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report? It was a rough year for the Mavs and their fans. The first time since 2012 the Mavericks found themselves out of the playoffs. A big reason why is they couldn't get the wins they needed on the road.
James Harden with the rebound.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Clean. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Green is checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trailed by 15. And back to the Mavs, 17-24 record on the road. You know, Steve, their struggles as the visiting team, you know, one of the reasons why they were only a 500 team on the season at 41-41.
And even though going 500 isn't a bad year for most, it is when you're the Dallas Mavericks and you're used to playing in the postseason. This was the first time in a long time, in forever, that the Mavs didn't end up in the playoffs.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the game hasn't been a whole lot better.
Launches it. The shot misses. The 76ers leading by 14. Left side Harris. And it's blocked by Claver. Here's Potopico. Can't connect from short range. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Tucker, and good, as it just snubs right down through the net. Mavericks trailed by 16. Here's Potopico, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Dallas making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
To the inside. There's the one-handed jam.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Running into the street. And it was a great play, too, Paul. He may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Now here is Harris. After the miss from Green. Holiday with the ball. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Harris, and he drops him away off the glass. Harris has got 9.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting good defense, not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Holiday brings the double team. The dish now to Tucker. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They're moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
That is good. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harden outside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Philadelphia leading by 18. They set the screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, he's somebody who's very comfortable with the ball in his hands. And it's amazing to see the dribbling skills on display when you watch him play.
And what I love about watching him play, Steve, is his terrific agility and body control. Even with the multiple defenders closing in, he contorts his body at angles that really give him a chance to make shots from weird positions all the time.
Harden against Irving. Number one. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Philadelphia's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Outside Irving, 13 feet away. And Dallas again with the bucket. Philadelphia leading by 17. To the paint. Here's George. Soft touch off the glass.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
They retain possession. For the basket, good. Philadelphia is shooting 71% all in all. In this one, they've been brilliant offensively. Philadelphia moving the ball. He kicks it to House. From downtown. House has got 5 points now this quarter.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them. But make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem. I tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. George dishes to House. George. He feeds it to Harden. Back to George. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closer. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
Here's Cleaves. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 18.
He was one step ahead of the defense. Fired that pass for the assist.
Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
The 76ers leading by 16. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Stole. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Here's Tucker. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they sure have gotten hot from out there.
To answer that, but that 3 is off the mark.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Back to Irving. Makes the lead pass. It's intercepted. Tucker the pass to Harden. Pings in mid-air and converts on the double clutch layup.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Irving drives in. Misses the chip 19. Now, here is Harden. Another shot, and the layup is good.
He's been one of the more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Tobias Harris is champion for the 76ers. Mavericks trailed by 21. Outside Irving. Powell looking to end the run. Bullock passes to Irving. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Getting a feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
Dishes it to Harris. The 9-foot shot. And the bench shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 20.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
From top of it. Here's Tucker. Banked in off the glass. Tucker's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Irving for three. Gets the block. Irving's got 28.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Out to Harris. Hero. To the middle. Feeds it to Harris. Number 22. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Irving from long range. Kept alive. Powell kicks to Irving. For three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
.102 left in the game. Gets it to go.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
The steal. Kicks to House. Milton. He's covered by Irving. That's good.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys. Defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Milton covered by Irving. Here's Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Misses from short range.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock. Construction